What are you doing to look after your brain? If you're becoming forgetful or you have issues with mental clarity, forgetfulness, and you may not care about it right now, but someone throughout the world every 3 seconds is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And this doesn't just happen overnight, so we need to think of what we're doing right now to prevent that from happening 10, 20, or 30 years from now. What's happening in our medical system is people are living way longer than they used to, and the system's really good at keeping people alive. But if you have degenerative disease in your brain and neurodegenerative problems, you're not going to have a great 10, 15, or 20 years at the end to look forward to. So what can we do now to make sure that our brain is in top form? It starts with diet and starts with exercise. Let's talk about some foods that are phenomenal at improving brain health, cognition, and blood flow right up top to where you need it most. Because let's be honest, everything that happens here, every decision, every skill, every action, the character of who you are, it comes from your brain. So if you're not protecting your most valuable asset, it's just going to bite you down the road. So some easy foods to consider are dark chocolate because it's rich in polyphenols, so it actually promotes blood flow to the brain and it enhances cognition. And this is documented in people with or without dementia. The next one that's a non-negotiable that I've talked about a lot before is fish oils, because fish oils are rich in DHA, which the brain loves. Healthy fats in general should be included because the brain is just a big hunk of fat floating within your skull. So lots of fish oil or krill oil, avocados, nuts and seeds, olive oil. You've heard me mention these before. These are vitally important for a strong and powerfully functioning brain. Of course, adequate sleep is a must, 7+ hours every night, because cognition just takes a complete nosedive for every hour you get under 7 per night. And then exercise. Exercise is really cool because in the immediate stage, it increases blood flow and oxygen to the brain. But in the long-term phase, it actually increases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, also known as BDNF. And if it's a molecule you've never heard of before, you're going to want to look it up because it's one of the best ways to ensure that you have a strong functioning brain and you're constantly creating new connections year after year, day after day. So BDNF is boosted with exercise. There's only a few things that do that. And then B12 levels are super important because what they find in the elderly is they'll start to show symptoms of dementia or Alzheimer's. And some of these cases are actually just B12 deficiency. So they give B12 shots to the elderly and all of a sudden the lights come on. They can think again, their cognition improves, and they're not forgetting as much stuff. Where all along leading up to that, they thought they had dementia. So this can actually manifest in a younger population too. So B12 is super easy to get if you get the right foods in your diet. And if you are deficient or can't digest and absorb it, you just need to come in for B12 shots because it's one of the best ways to enhance memory, mood, and overall cognition to keep you sharp. Past that, there's lots of other things we can talk about. I don't want to ramble on too much longer though, so if there's issues of brain fog, mental clarity problems, cognition's not where you want it to be, not quite as sharp as you know you can be, send me a message because we need to sort this out sooner rather than later. If you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s and you already feel like, boy, I'm not as sharp as I used to be, that's enough of a sign to get in here right away. And if you are aging or notice people around you are having problems, then you're going to want to share this with them as well because this is stuff we can fight and combat against. So any questions at all, let me know with a comment below and we'll talk soon.